You know, sometimes in life you have one of those moments when you are just basically punishing yourself for no reason. Well, this video is kinda it for me. Cosmic Sin is probably the worst film of the year and will probably go down as one of the worst films ever. It has a nonsensical story, the performances are poor, the directing is second rate as well. This feels very much like a B-level film, or probably even worse than that. The script is awful at best, but I think I can make it decent. The film currently has a rating of 2.5 on IMDb, and I think I can get it to about 5.5 or 6, which is still a lot. Like, I'm not trying to make this the best movie in the world, I'm just trying to make it decent, and it still is a very tough ask. By the by, I'm the movie guy, and it's time to fix Cosmic Sin. So Cosmic Sin is set in 25 something, so a lot of years in the future, 500 years from now to be a little bit more precise, and humanity has just established first contact, but of course the aliens are dangerous, and a rogue team of soldiers actually want to blow up the planet where the aliens come from. The cast has two big names assigned to it, Bruce Willis and Frank Grillo, but they're not used very well, especially Frank Grillo, who's actually just barely used. And the film actually has some very nice visual effects. I was actually surprised by that, but the sound editing is just bad, and as I've said, the script is a load of garbage. So I decided to just basically scrap everything about the story. Sorry Ed, I have a better idea. And what I'm suggesting is a little bit risky, but I think it would work. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments if these changes would make the film better. First of all, if you're going to set your film in the future, 500 years in the future, then don't just have guys with regular guns that blast bullets. I think that is pretty bad. The image of the future is not bullets, but more like lasers or something like that. So get a little bit more creative with the weapons than you already were. And another idea that I had is to switch up the genre from an action film to more of a survival film. And here is my idea for the film. Basically, this is the second time that the humans have established first contact. Aliens have invaded Earth before. It would only be just one alien, but one really good looking one, not just a bunch of humans with different eyes. That's just unimaginative. The alien attacks an outpost just like in the film, but actually the head of the Senate is notified immediately. The head of the Senate will be played by Perry Reeves, so she will not be a psychologist, but more of a Jodie Foster in Elysium type of character. She will notify her best soldier, which will be General Ryle, played by Frank Grillo, of her plan. But even though she notifies General Ryle of the situation and her plan, she is not actually going to send General Ryle in to kill the alien. She's actually going to send James Ford, who is played by Bruce Willis, to go for the kill. Why? Because James Ford was the one who quelled the alien invasion from a little while back. So he is experienced and he knows how to handle this. James Ford welcomes this idea of becoming a soldier again with open arms, as he says that he doesn't really know how to be a civilian. He loves following leads, he loves killing things, and he loves to be useful to his country. At home, he doesn't feel very useful. So he comes back, he makes a team, he goes after the alien, and he is killed. 20 minutes in and Bruce Willis's character is already killed. The scene where he is killed should be something of a cat and mouse kind of game where the alien is always in control and he picks off all the soldiers one by one, and James Ford, he tries his best, but in the end he is killed, showing that the aliens have actually evolved intelligently since they last came on Earth. The Senate is obviously terrified to have lost one of their most experienced soldiers ever, so they decide to just send General Ryle in and hope for the best. Now let me explain my reasoning behind the death of Bruce Willis's character. First of all, Bruce Willis is a celebrity, he has a big name value, he would attract people to watch this film, just like in reality. But the problem is that he does underperform in projects that he doesn't believe in, and it has happened in the past. This looks like one of those projects where Bruce Willis would just absolutely suck, and he truly did suck in this film. Frank Grillo, though, is entirely different. He is incredibly consistent, and you always know what you're gonna get with Frank Grillo. He's not like an incredible actor, he does a couple of things really well, and they always work to his advantage. So I think that this should be something like a passing of the torch kind of moment, where Bruce Willis, a famed action star, gives the torch to Frank Grillo, who is a fantastic actor. And I actually think that, in a different universe, I think that Frank Grillo could have been John McClane and have been incredibly great at it. In his first fight with the alien, General Ryle will lose a lot of his crew. A very important character should also pass here. And again, the alien should look very smart, but this time he should fight almost exactly the same way as he did with Bruce Willis, showing that they probably aren't really as smart, but they just learn the game plan and they stick to it. So it is possible to kill this alien. And of course in the finale, Frank Grillo again gets manhandled a little bit, or alien handled. But in the end he finds out that the alien is actually pretty predictable and he uses his wits and manages to kill him. So these changes that I made to this film would not make it a classic, but it would at least be bearable. I think the debate and switch between the two protagonists would be very interesting. It would grip people actually seeing Bruce Willis get killed. It would make the alien look dangerous. It would make him a real believable antagonist into this film. But at the same time, while making him predictable in his movesets, it would give Frank Grillo a way to kill him without, Frank Grillo seeming like just the most badass person in the world. It would be somewhat logical, I would say. And there's also that passing of the torch between Bruce Willis and Frank Grillo. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this film that I created. Does this make Cosmic Sin a lot better? Let me know down in the comments, and while you are there, press that like and subscribe button, press the bell to get notifications every time my videos get uploaded, and until next time, keep on watching movies, guys.